Hey, what's up guys? Andrew from American Musical Supply here at AES 2019 in the Apogee booth with Roger. And you're going to talk to us about the ability, this is not a new ability, but it is an ability for Apogee hardware to run plugins, right?
Right, so what I found on the booth is people come to see our hardware and they're really surprised to learn that we have plugins.
Right.
And so we really want to get the word out. We've come up with an initial group of 5 plugins. So we have a vintage and modern compressor, a vintage and modern EQ, and actually 2 vintage EQs. And the EQs are modeled after Pultec equalizers. Turns out that we're the only company that can make authorized Pultec plugins.
Okay.
We are actually made them in partnership with Pulse Techniques, who makes the hardware Pultecs. And we co-developed this plugin to be really just like the hardware. So that's the first interesting aspect of our plugins. What is really most interesting is that it's possible to run our plugins on Apogee hardware, specifically the Apogee Element or Ensemble interface. So for example, this is the Apogee control program. I can open up a plugin for when I'm using the low latency mixer. Opens up in hardware. But also, I can open all of my plugins natively in my DAW. What that really means is that working on the hardware is optional rather than mandatory.
Gotcha.
So if you have your hardware, you get this extra functionality. If you don't even have Apogee hardware, I think our plugins are a great introduction to the quality of our products. So we're getting the word out there.
Cool, right on. So if I was away from my studio and say like out on the road and I needed to do mix on or work on a track with headphones and I didn't have any Apogee hardware with me, I'd still be able to use your plugins.
That is precisely the case. And indeed, that's the best case for our plugins.
Gotcha, so I don't have to lug my single rack mount unit. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for showing us that. So if you're interested in finding out more about Apogee products or even picking up an interface such as the Ensemble or Element or even the Symphony, you can head on over to americanmusical.com.